Hey, how's it going? Checking in with an update from my progress today towards my speaking goals. And I noticed something today, which was rather interesting. Not something I haven't not noticed before. I have noticed it before, but it really sort of jumped out at me today, which was not quite an inquiry, but certainly somebody who's expressed an interest in me putting forwards a workshop outline, presentation outline, and a fee quote for delivering to what's actually a very large company, but part of a series of talks and presentations that they deliver to their teams. And so I haven't got a huge amount of information about the event or the scope of it at this point. But what I found was the interesting thing was not a resistance as such, but certainly a discomfort when it came to putting my fee down as to how I felt. So I give the outline of a session that I think would fit in well. It's actually somebody else who was on the Speaker Booker Day back in November. And there are a few of the speakers that they saw that they want to kind of find out more about working with. So my immediate response is, well, they're just looking for little workshops. They're not going to have a budget for this. They're going to be looking for cheap. And there's no way this is going to fly. There's no way this is going to go through because fees aren't cheap. And I caught myself when I was thinking that I've got no way of knowing. I got no way of knowing that. I've got no way of knowing what the budget is. I've got no way of knowing what they're looking for. I've got no way of knowing what value they place on the content that I'm proposing to produce and deliver for them. I've got absolutely no way of knowing that. I remember something that Jerry Duffy that said to me a few years ago now. He said, George, you'll have 3 calls in the same day. One person will say, they'll ask for your fees. One person will say, that's really cheap. One person will say, well, that's about what I was expecting. And one person will say, well, that's far too expensive. That's much more than I could afford to pay. It's not in the budget. It's not about the fee. It's about whether it's the right fit for that particular client. So there's no point in me thinking, oh, well, I'll go in with a lower fee because, then it might fit their budget, because it might still not fit their budget. They might have a budget. They might be looking for free speakers. I don't think they are, but it's a possibility. It's happened. And so I might as well just go with, this is what I charge, this is my fee, and to see what they come back with. And I've done that before and had absolutely no expectations. And the prospect has come back and said, fantastic, let's go for it. And I've done it again in the past where I've put my fee across and they said, oh, that's, I hadn't realized it was going to be at that level. So, it's not going to work for us. They don't even ask to kind of negotiate. They just say, sorry, it's just too expensive. So I have experienced that in the past. But what was interesting today was really noticing that as my initial response. Oh, great, there's an inquiry potentially, but also feeling like, oh, that's never gonna, it's just, no, it's never gonna work. And so I know there's a little bit of work for me to do on that. And I'm getting better, definitely. I'm definitely getting better. And a few things have really sort of helped with that over the last few years, but it's still something that needs a little bit of work to address properly. It's the whole value and knowing my value as well, regardless of the situation, regardless of the event, regardless of the client. This is what my value is. This is what I deliver, and this is why it's that much. So we shall see. A few other things have happened today as well. I have spent quite a lot of work actually on speaking related activities today, as well as managing to get some more work done on the first 90 days program. I've got my momentum thank you email written but not sent yet, so I'm just getting Jerry to check that over. But otherwise, that's it. That's my update for the day. Feeling again like it's been a positive and productive day, and presenting 2 sessions tomorrow. One is a repeat of the stress management, energy and performance, performing under pressure session that I delivered last week to another cohort of Nestle early careers. And then about an hour or so after, may even be only half an hour, I think it's an hour I've got, I'm delivering a 60-minute managers session for Hewlett Packard, or HPE, which is all around how they can support their teams to basically do the things that we're asking them to do, suggesting that they do around their well-being. How can they support them? How can they take away some of the barriers And hopefully we'll get some good conversations off the back of that session as well. So looking forward to both of those. But that does mean that tomorrow morning, that's all I'm going to be doing is presenting, which is good. It's what I want to do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.